All right, so Joe, let's see, Joe, oh man, I'm gonna butcher this, man. Joe Utofaka, 42156, no, 4215 says RVD should sell an RVD experience when you can just pay to just smoke out and be with them even on a Zoom chat. That would be an interesting thing to do a little Zoom powwow going on, I guess.
Interesting.
Something to think about.
I don't know if I want to be that accessible to where it's just me and Joe Utah fuck off. I'm like, but it's a cool idea, especially if we can have a whole bunch of us.
Yeah, that's maybe like a round table of like fans and stuff like that in there.
But we did do a few times here in Vegas. We did the trolley tour, which was fun. We had, besides some very lucky ticket buyers, we had Willie Mack. Who else was with us? Chris Bay was with us. Yeah, some of the guys that were around anyway, or Katie might have invited. Who else did? I don't know, but anyway, and Nerd Bar Johnny, our friend, but we went around to a few of the dispensaries that were clients, did a tour, and one of them has a smoking lounge because it's on Indian Reservation. That's the New Woo Lounge. Otherwise, you can't smoke on property yet, but that's about to change. They're giving licenses, a limited amount of licenses to qualified places so they can have consumption lounges here in Vegas. Yeah, so, but that was a big part of the bucket list tour.
So would that be also in casinos too? Like lounge areas in casinos, or is that in certain different venues other than casinos too that you could or be able to do that in?
Yeah, it's only going to be in certain lounges that have the license to do it. Yeah, they'll be open for that specific reason.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Hey, it's funny you mentioned Willie Mack too, because I've been seeing him on MLW since I cover them, and you mentioned him earlier too when you were during Double or Nothing weekend, how you ran into him and stuff.
Yeah, he lives here in Vegas, so yeah. I see him as much as I see anybody, really.
What do you think of Willie Mack's style and how he handles himself in the ring? And on top of that, too, I think I remember both of you guys being an Impact at the same time and stuff. And I was like, man, they would make like a really good tag team too. Like I could see you guys have a good synergy with one another, I would think.
Yeah, I like Willie. He's a good guy, and he's very talented too. And I think that his style is it's good and it's interesting. I think we talked last week about wrestlers wrestling out of their realm, didn't we?
Yes.
Right. And so, to that point, we were talking about such things, and I was just saying the way I was brought in, guys that were like Seth Rollins size wouldn't be picking somebody up a la powerbomb style, running across the ring and throwing them into the turnbuckle, because it just wouldn't have, that's outside of his realm. That would have been like a Mike Awesome kind of move. And we were talking about Vader doing the moonsault. Sabu, we used to tell him, that was out of his realm. You should leave that to the other guys. And that was what we were talking about. With Willie, it's interesting that he looks like he couldn't do those moves, but he can. Mm-hmm. And he's not like a big guy like Vader, but he's got a big belly, and he doesn't necessarily look like a gymnast in ready for his Olympic tryout or anything. So that contrast is something that's extra special, entertaining about him. Seeing him fly around, flip himself upside down, and just be able to go, a long athletic match as if he was in the condition of a gymnast. You know what I mean? So for him, I think that his style works, and that it's cool. I don't think he's taking anything from anybody in the business as far as him wrestling outside of his realm.